take the King of Kings down 2-0 in a very big upset. But here it is, the Land of Dawn. We're going to get straight into it. I got to check my Samsung S23 Ultra because I could have sworn I tried to curse Homeboys.
Oh, really? Oh, you tried to do the personal to Homeboys. Okay, my heart was just in Homeboys. And let's see if Chibi can replicate the performance he had with Retribution duels yesterday. We've seen multiple Retribution gods all throughout the Snapdragon Pro Series so far, but Chibi was the first one out of all of them.
Chibi has always just been such a solid Retribution jungler, right? You can give him any space, even sometimes no space at all, but he will somehow create that space on his own to find these Retri steals. But what I'm looking at EVOS Icon right now is the fact that Sutsujin has a lot of potential to just invade constantly on this Martis, even up against a Lancelot.
Yeah, and great play there by Soren, actually pulling away that Scaled Lizard to delay the invade rotation of Sutsujin just for a little bit. He will be able to get this unless Soren can somehow hook it back or steal it. Nope, Retribution was actually used there by Sutsujin. Interesting pickup here for Veldora, picking up the Unbending Will emblem instead, so he wants more damage instead of tankiness.
Ivan's going to be very careful, though. On the Cho, you are pretty squishy early on. Needs to wait for that level 4, so I'm really curious as to how they take this game. They want to rotate. Veldora is down below, and Chibi might actually go for the kill. Doesn't have that Retribution, unfortunately, because I think that would have been a free kill to Homeboys.
Yep, almost. I really thought that would be a user, but yeah, just going to get it, and he'll have that Retribution up for this upcoming turtle. Soren not hitting level 4 just yet. Ivan close in the XP, so both roamers just trying to hit level 4 first. Ivan would get his way of Dragon before the Franco gets his Bloody Hunt. Okay.
Sapat already just trying to buy some time for the team as Chibi tries his best to just clear out the gold buff down below, but Krite is right there to follow it up. Sutsujin one level ahead there. Iron Hook not connecting. Zorn still waiting, trying to go for the Bloody Hunt as Veldora's going to be chained down by the Bloody Hunt. But look at the cancel coming in with the way the Dragon onto Sapat. Sutsujin wins the Retri battle, and it's Chibi who picks up first blood. So it's 1 for 1.
Yeah, easy trade out for both teams. A kill there for Homeboys, but Sutsujin, even though he was relatively left alone as the other members of EVOS Icon were forced back and either busy trying to fight back or get away. Just an easy retreat for Sutsujin. So far, Chibi has lost one key Retribution duel. It is just still early on, though. Let's see where EVOS Icon later on will commit their next major rotation.
See, the thing about Sutsujin is he also wins a lot of Retri battles, but it's not because he's just really good at Retris. It's also just because he always gets the lead through jungle pathing, through invading and getting ahead of the enemy jungler, which we saw earlier, level 5 to 4.
Yeah, and that's interesting considering that Sutsujin, again, that invade earlier, that he went for the Scaled Lizard of Homeboys was actually delayed somewhat by Soren, so it's a good sign for EVOS Icon's fans there and for EVOS Icon. The Sutsujin is still on the top of his game in terms of what you mentioned as his rotation. Homeboys looking to make a play up top, but EVOS Icon feels it. There might be a bit of a skirmish in the top side.
I don't know about this. Ivan walks up, Bloody Hunt instantly with real world manipulation. Ivan is deleted. The Blazing Duet comes through from Doma, but it might be a bit too late. Sutsujin jumps in with the Mortal Coil. No decimation needed there. Krite picks up the kill. And again, it's another 1 for 1.
Yep, just a roamer for roamer though, but EVOS Icon reading into the play that Homeboys wanted to pull off. Oh!
Final slash onto Chibi. He's still holding on to it, not really going. Flicker already from Veldora, and it's a solo kill down below. Zapat's looking for the trade here. It will still be worth it for Veldora as he was able to take Chibi down, giving Sutsujin a little bit more space now, 2 levels.
XP laner for jungler, which means that Krite has to answer to the bottom lane and cover that while Veldora is down. But what a play there again by Veldora the Explorer, finding the right target.
Veldora the Explorer. I think we saw what he was able to do to SMG. Where's Sasa? Where's Sasa? Yeah. Now we'll see if EVOS Icon can take control of the turtle once again, because it seems like even though neutral objective control has been from EVOS, Homeboys always win the team fights.
Yeah. By the way, we have to talk about the positioning of Soren. He could go for a flicker straight into the backline into a Bloody Hunt.
Real world manipulation. Oh, good hook onto Veldora. Bloody Hunt as well, but Ivan cancels it out. The Retri is going to be picked up by Sutsujin as Chibi gets locked down by the decimation. Meanwhile, Veldora even surviving in that trade. Sutsujin going for more again with the Mortal Coil. Has to dodge away from the Iron Hook, but meanwhile down below, Sepad, bit too much that he could chew. It's going to be a 3-man dive under the tier 1.
Okay, Ivan, we see you. That key timing with the Jeet Kune Do third activation, Flicker knockup, just to interrupt HOMEBOIS' ability to take out Veldora, meant that at the end of it all, it began with Veldora getting caught, it ends with Veldora breaking a tower down bottom. Topside, here's HOMEBOIS.
Okay, Blazing Duet preemptively. Now with the Battle Mirror image, good pin down by Sutsujin, but HOMEBOIS, they should be able to escape from this one, but they might have to sacrifice their turret.
Yeah, right now HOMEBOIS just really need to look for more favorable trades. Really consider the kit of EVOS Icon as EVOS Icon pushes forward.
Right, with a flicker forward now, also stealing away the ultimate. But now it's going to be Ivan once again, jumping with the Jeet Kune Do, but the Bloody Hunt locks down onto Krite. This is something with Krite, he always just wants to go for these really, really flashy plays.
And that was flashy indeed. He will go down, but that means that is a secured tower break up top in favor of EVOS Icon. As we look at the items here, neck and neck are the two marksmen. But again, Veldora!
Final slash to cancel it out. Meanwhile, just a turret for free for EVOS.
Oh man, Veldora has just been a bane for Chibi's existence down here to the bottom lane, but the trade-off was this. The bottom tower gets broken by Sepat's Joy. So now we're going to be seeing more active XP laners all across the map, which means we're transitioning into the phase where we might see more 5v5s, especially for this last turtle of the game.
Gotta talk a little bit about the gold laners too, because for the first 6 minutes, it's all about farming. Anip has a bit of a gold lead here, 500 gold lead. Considering he's on a carry, good matchup against the Claude, I would expect him to have a bit more to say.
Oh, yeah.
But Doma is scaling pretty well too, already on the way to that golden staff.
Yeah, it was a team decision by EVOS Icon to decide to make that aggressive play up top, which meant that Doma is in this situation where it isn't as bad as it could have been. For their gold disparity. Now EVOS Icon more control here around the turtle.
Ivan, wow! Finding a random way the dragon on towards Warlord. As Sepad is going to be dove under the turret now as the Bloody Hunt locking Doma down, but he's still able to survive as he pops in. The Blazing Duet and Krite picks up a double. EVOS Icon without a neutral objective. They go for a fight in the mid lane.
Oh, the tower juggling by EVOS Icon was just exquisite. Somehow, despite Soren able to land a key hook there, on to the key member of EVOS Icon. I believe that was Doma that he was able to find, or Krite, if I'm not mistaken. Somehow EVOS Icon just juggled the tower hits, was able to dash in, dash out real quickly, and still deliver 3 kills onto HOMEBOIS. Not a good look.
Oh, that's a stun once again. Chibi, he failed the puncture, and he gets punished for it.
Oh man, right now Veldora just a windshield wiper, but here in the mid lane.
RWM, but it's only onto Sutsujin who can just soak all that up. Meanwhile, Sepad, I don't think he can take as much. Ivan again with the way of the dragon on Zorn. That one really felt personal, Renmar.
Indeed, he did not hesitate. The moment he saw Soren had no more hook, and Soren at that point...
Wait, no!
Was this stolen?
Yeah,
he took it away! Ivan, what are you on, man? You are stealing the opposing jungler's orange buff. He stole it against Anip, who wanted that for himself.
Oh, man, Ivan, really. We spoke about this. How is the Cho going to perform up against Zorn? And right now, he's outclassing Zorn in the Rome division.
Oh!
Chibi! Uncharacteristic pickoffs.
Again, Veldora is reading him perfectly. The final slash right before we cut to the bottom lane, actually, is what secured that kill onto Chibi. At that point, he had no more Phantom Execution. I don't believe he had a puncture as well. He had nothing to dash around. My goodness, as we look at the items, a 5,500 gold lead for EVOS Icon. Still, though, despite all of this, Duma is getting the... Or rather... we have to talk about Anip still keeping it close compared to Duma, rather.
400 gold lead now, and the thing is, he actually got the steel leg plates too, so a bit more defense items. Meanwhile, up top against Sepas, losing on a damage just against Doma, gets baited out now. He's caught off position, but he's still able to run away with a movement speed. EVOS Icon in full control still in the 9th minute of the game.
Yeah, HOMEBOIS trying to split the map, but because Veldora is there, and here comes Sutsujin. Oh, this might be a big play here for EVOS Icon if they can catch 3 members of HOMEBOIS.
This sandwich maneuver, Ivan's looking for the play. Anip is going to be locked down. No way the dragon needed right now as the hook connects on the Sutsujin, but the Mortal Coil gets him out. That's a 2-man final slash. The Phantom Execution was used defensively, but still, it's EVOS Icon who pick up a free 2-0. Meanwhile, Doma, take a look at the split push. being done here. Doma picks up a tier 2 for free.
He pops the burst of the tower, so HOMEBOIS needs to spend some time looking at that top lane. EVOS Icon, Veldora, his final slashes have proven to be final indeed for specific sequences for EVOS Icon. He's making the most out of the Arlott ultimate.
Well, final slash, finally. This time it's dodged away from Sutsujin, just soaking up the turret like it's nothing.
He doesn't mind. He knows he's tank. He has an immortality if things go south. And they take the purple buff away from HOMEBOIS. EVOS Icon just did not let up their tempo. They just continue to go around the map. Veldora will knock back Sorn. And because the HOMEBOIS are playing a lineup where they're playing around a Franco and a Neve, two heroes that want to position, one of the ways you counter that is to just get into position first. Don't let them find a comfortable spot where they can just hook or bloody hunt, and then a safe real-world manipulation for Warlord.
4 levels up. For Sutsujin. We were talking about the matchup a lot before the game, right after we got into the draft as well, with the Lancelot and the Martis. We spoke about, you know, the red tree being so consistent for both, but this game, it really feels like Chibi hasn't been able to do much.
Yeah, it's all the pressure EVOS Icon has just been putting all around the map here for HOMEBOIS. It seems like HOMEBOIS was way more reactive in this game compared to their previous showings. They really want to stand toe-to-toe to EVOS Icon, match that tempo, but they just don't have the kit for it early on.
Chibi trying to micromanage up top. Anip finally gets his hands on the orange buff that's always been stolen away. Doma finishes the corrosion side. The Chibi is going to be poked down quite a bit. Top lane still going to be cleared out, actually. HOMEBOIS are doing really well. Micromanaging the waves, utilizing the turret, the base turret passive here to just clear out the waves. But the next wave is coming through. It's oh! Two-man final slash from Veldora. The Bloody Hunt locks him down, but he has done what he needs to. Ivan with a ban. Strong play with a way of the dragon, kicking Subpot all the way back. He's still able to escape, but he's zoned out from his own base.
Can EVOS Icon end it here? A hook? EVOS Icon are they going to push forward to end it?
They want to go for it. Doma's on it. Battle Mirror Image. He's going to jump in again, and they will secure the first game. But wait, no minions. Will they be able to do it? It's regenning up. It does not matter. EVOS Icon take game 1.
That is signature EVOS Icon tempo.